Your independent Stampin' Up demonstrator based on the Sunshine Coast in Queensland, Australia. Today I am joined by my Stampin' Up bestie, Christine. Introduce yourself.
Hi,
where are you from?
I am Christine Justy from just south of Boston, and we are actually attempting to stream in two places. So if we're looking in two different places, because we have two different cameras, hopefully you guys can hear me at home and you guys can hear me all the way across the world.
Right, well, thank you. So we're actually in Boston, in Massachusetts, in the United States. But today we're going to be crafting some Christmas cards, and we've got lots to show you and lots of tips. So I'm going to put you back in the holder, and then you don't have this terrible photo.
And as Mary Lou is as Anne is doing that, I'm going to welcome Mary Lou, so I know that we are working. Most of this, I think you're going to see our hands because we have lots of equipment here that's not ideally set up, but it's working. But I just wanted you guys to see us. So I'm going to go ahead. You do. I'm going to move this over so people can see, and I'm going to get rid of us. Okay, go ahead. I'm just going to move this.
So the reason that why this is a little different is that I'm streaming directly this time to my Facebook page, and Christine is streaming directly to her Facebook page. So that's why there's a few technical issues, but we've got them, and as you can see what we're going to make. Now we've got lots of different samples to show you. So we're making the wishes, we're using the Wishes All Around bundle. And it is from the new, which I can show you. This is the American version, but that's okay. The new mini catalogue, which comes out, I'm going to guess, in 3 days' time. It's a little difficult because we're on different days.
I think it's the same day, though, right? September 6th?
Yes,
so wherever you are, it's September 6th.
So that Sunday, I don't know. I think it's Wednesday. Actually,
for United States. Actually, it's Wednesday for both.
Wednesday the 6th.
Different. You guys in Australia get to see it a little bit before us.
Yes,
though.
So we're very, very lucky. We like that. So I'm going to put that down.
Do you have anybody on there?
I don't know. Do you want to stand up and let me know?
I'm looking.
No,
not yet. But we do have a few people watching. Karen and Nancy and Debbie and Mary Lou. The timing works better for where we are because it's, I hear, Father's Day in Australia. So you guys will probably be watching on the replay.
So happy Father's Day to everybody. So I know quite a few of my customers will be celebrating because I picked the time without realizing that it was Father's Day. So I'm going to get started on my card first.
I'm going to move this over.
And
let me know if I can help you in any way.
Right. So the first thing I'm going to show you is I have just used our note cards and envelopes. So you get both the note cards and the envelopes, and you get 20 in the pack. And the reason I did that is I don't use my note cards very often. Do you use yours?
I do. I love them. They're quick and easy.
And that is why I'm using it, because I'm going, this was such a small image, and on a big card, it was getting a little lost. And I was trying to keep, and Christine will laugh at this, and all my Australian friends will laugh at this. I was trying to keep it simple. And she came up with the idea of using these note cards, and it is such a good idea because this image is, which is this image here, is the perfect size.
I'm going to show them how they come.
Yeah, you have.
Okay, sorry. They come. You get 20 note cards. You can get either basic white or very vanilla, and you also get 20 envelopes. And it's for US dollars, it's $7.50. So it's a fantastic deal, and I imagine the deal is just as good.
Ours is, By the time you add the exchange rate, and you've got to add tax onto yours, which we don't. So I'm going to show you how to make this. Now I have pre-done a little bit, so I have already embossed the note card.
I'm going to hold that up just so people can see. I hope you can see it. There's some nice texture on there.
Yeah. So I'm not a great plain white space person. I use the Time time-worn type 3D embossing folder. So I just zipped it through. It was very simple. I did it a little different than what Christine does with hers, but I just did mine long ways. How would you do yours?
I would do it. Oh, you did do it that way. I would go this way because there is some, you can't even tell, but there is some writing. So I would go this way. And sometimes I would actually wrap this around and run it through. But sometimes you miss that little edge. So I think it's better to go this way and then I run it through my machine that way.
Yeah. So we all do things a little different. There's some obvious right ways and obvious wrong ways, and then there's ways that they all work the same. So I've already pre-cut one of these dies, and now I'm looking for
the stamp sets here.
No, I've got the stamp set.
Okay, I'll just put it in the screen so people can see.
Sorry, thank you. So I'm going to do it in my two colours, a Berry Burst and Pretty Peacock. So they're our brought back colours, returning colours.
Mm-hmm. And I'm very happy they're returning colours. I love Pretty Peacock.
I know. I'm going to just shift this down over there. I'll ink this up because it's a big stamp.
It's a big stamp, so you need block. What letter is this? It's E, I think.
E. Yep.
E.
Because it's a big stamp, I'm not inking like this. Sorry. I'm not doing this because it's a little awkward. I just find it on a big stamp to do it that way. Easy to stamp it down, stamp it around, and how nice is that image?
So hello to Laura Strengths. She is watching.
Ah.
You got a couple people on there.
Right.
They haven't all commented, so comment so we can see and say hello to everyone. And I know we have Carol, who I haven't said hi to, so thanks, Carol, for watching.
Now, this is the dies that come with the Wishes All Around stamp set. So I'm going to be using this, which I had to see how it die cut because it wasn't really apparent whether they'd all be singular, but it's so simple. So, and it's a really easy one to line up.
It was really easy to line up.
So we might...
We'll just move these.
I'm going to stand up.
Do you want it that way or do you want the other? Actually, you can take it out if you want the other way.
I think that will work.
And I think you should plenty of clearance.
Hi, Laura. How are you? Hello. Oops. So we have...
What, and why do you, and I do the same thing, but why do you stack your plates how you had it stacked? Mm-hmm.
Underneath. So these plates... and Christine's are well used, but what I was really impressed with is that they were well used, but they were still really straight, where so many I see aren't straight. And the way I get them, and I'm assuming you, because that's how you have them, you feed them back through, and the pressure on here where they warp, if that's the right word, bend the most, it then straightens them out. Now, I would also, and I didn't say this to Christine until we got live on camera so she couldn't hit me, but
do you want to?
I also, no, I don't tape.
Oh, okay.
But I know it's a good strategy, is I also scrub my plates.
You scrub them?
Yes. See, that's why I said that, and I'll show you why. I'll just put this through.
Like with soap and water scrub?
Hot water, not boiling hot water or anything. And I'll show you why. So I'll show you how easy this was to pop out. And then I'll
take that.
show you this.
Oh,
so I just want that one. So all these are little pieces of paper. Mm-hmm. And so if you soak them in warm water and scrub them with some soapy warm hot water, all those little black pieces of paper will pop out. Even the white ones, all the different colours will pop out. It'll become a lot clearer.
So what I'm going to do is...
And it also lets it close up a little easier.
Oh, I never thought of that. Mm-hmm. I'm going to take a picture of this, what it looks like, and then I will take a picture of what it looks like after I scrub it. I never heard of that. I should
have showed you.
No, I never heard of that before.
But I don't think you were here when I was thinking about it.
Yeah, I'll take those.
So, yeah. So here we go. We're going to go back to here. Now, I'm going to show you that, and Christine's going to show you something fabulous with that later. Not that exact one. So I've also got this. I'm just trying to stand up. I'm trying to see who's... Hi, Lisa. How are you? Hi, Madeline. Hi, Sharon. So...
And we have, while you're there, we have Julie and Cheryl and Candy watching. This is a new time, and probably for you too, to do this, but we're having some new viewers, which is pretty exciting.
I know. So did you see what I did with my, oh, there's my card.
Yeah.
I know. So I'm going to bring this back.
Yeah, there's a sample.
And there's my sample, thank you. So my bottom layer is this Pretty Peacock one. But as you see, I've got alternative colours. Now, there's an easy way and a hard way to do this. Of course, I chose the, well, I hope it's the easy way, but I only need half of them. So the really quick way is I'm just, so you've got a guide down here. So I'm just cutting down there, cutting down here. Now, it leaves this little ugly edge. So they're the ones you don't use. So can I ask you to be my assistant?
Yes.
Do you want to pop these up on every second one?
Pop these up on, yes. With dimensionals, which are right here.
So Christine at the moment has, I think you might need little ones. Or did you get the big ones to work?
I don't know. Let's see.
Yeah. Christine has a dimensional emergency at the moment.
Oh, they do fit. I thought I ordered 3 packs of dimensionals. However, I ordered 3 packs of foam sheets by accident. So I've been cutting them, but I did find 1 pack of dimensionals, so that's what we're using. So, and the big ones do fit, but the mini ones fit even better.
Yeah.
Which, oh, here, I can show. I actually have black mini ones. Let's see the difference. Those actually fit better.
Thank you for helping.
You're welcome.
As I said, I'm throwing, well, yeah.
Save it for something else, yeah.
Well.
You can even put one that you stamped on the inside. Sometimes I put extra pieces on the inside. I just glue them in.
I know, this one I haven't cut as perfect as I'd like. It's perfect.
Yep, that's good.
Good enough.
Good enough. We've learned that mantra.
Christine is my inspiration for keeping it simple, because most of you know who follow me, that is not something I do. I like to add a few more layers.
So if those watching on my channel would like more layers and paperworks, she does beautiful layered work.
Now, how many more do I need?
I don't know how many you need.
That's
There's
about it. 6.
2, 4.
Oh no, I needed 8.
There's 7 right there.
8. That's right. I just remembered I needed 8.
So some of you may be wondering, because I'm using black dimensionals on white cardstock. That's fine. Just unless you can even, actually, it even kind of looks nice that it's black because they're all dark.
I don't think we use the.
Do you want to cut 2 more and have them all the same, so they're all black, or does that not matter?
No, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
To me. Right out. So I'm just going to add these. Have we got a pokey tool? Yes, we do. So this is the take your pick tool.
And it's funny because I've noticed you are switching it because you were using the spatula end for things. I pretty much just use the piercer end.
Yeah, and that's my most popular end. Yeah. But I made a bit of a mistake. So I was trying to lift some dimensionals.
Do you want to grab the silicone sheet, because I think they'll see it better. A contrast.
Good idea. Okay. All right. Do you want to just take the backs off?
I just use my fingernails.
So it's pretty quick.
Oh, we have a whole bunch of people. I'm going to read some comments while you're doing that, Anne. Candy's here from West Virginia, and usually she catches the replay, but this is a good time for Candy, I guess, to watch. Nancy says, it's a fun Saturday night. It certainly is. Karen says, I am liking what you are doing with this wreath, 2-toned. Awesome. Yeah, this was Anne's idea. And Mary Lou says, what a clever idea to cut up the red Christmas trees and pop up on green wreath. Didn't notice until the card was held closer to the camera. Well done, Anne. And the two-tone trees look great. That's beautiful. And really, you can see it's not a whole lot of work. You know what I mean? Like it's not really labor intensive.
Right.
It is beautiful.
So there we go. How easy was that?
You got that.
Then I also popped up this with the foam adhesive strips.
No, you will probably want a longer one that's cut.
I don't know. Let's see what we got here. So I'm just going to run this around the edge. Can you just look and see if I'm still on screen and everything's okay?
You
there?
are.
No questions?
You are just on screen. Yep, you're good. Actually, we're going to push this down a little bit. That might help. And
yes.
Sharon
Thank
Dalton
you.
says, hello, Christine and Anne. And I can't tell. Some of the other comments may have gone away. We'll get to you. But hello. This is fun. We are hoping, again, we have to work on our technology skills, but we were hoping to make this a regular thing. Maybe once a month we'll start with. Whereas we will do a live together, but we won't be next to each other, but we will be next to each other on the screen. Yes. So we're going to try to figure out how to do a live from both Australia and Boston. Because it's been fun stamping with you. It's been a lot of fun stamping with you.
And we've learned each other. From each other.
Yep.
So that's how easy that was. So I'm going to stamp on a scrap piece of paper.
Yeah, just use that. That's fine.
I thought I had a little scrappy.
That's it. Just use that
anyway.
one.
Anyway. So we'll straighten this up. So in Pretty Peacock, I'm going to stamp the sentiment from this sentiment here, which is a really nice one.
I love that sentiment. Just Christmas greetings. I love it because it really, can go for quite a lot. And it's a pretty script. Kind of fancy.
Now, Christine is going to show you later because I always put my stamps, this is a lot of ink on there, always put my stamp square on.
That one's a hard one to put square on because it's rectangular.
Yeah.
So that one I would do it that way, but I'll show you
a
different way. Or my way. Not that it's just different, I guess.
Now,
perfect.
Doesn't
That's perfect.
Lovely?
Let it dry for a second, so don't smudge it.
Does that help?
Yep. If it was red, I would put it down for a minute.
Oh.
Because red smudges. And even the berry bars, anything with a red tone, I find smudges. So I let the red sit for a second.
But could that have anything to do with that it's minus 50 in their summer here at the moment?
We've been having a lot of weather conversations.
This is for the locals near Boston, or probably around the United States actually. It's now my summer. It's now just turned to spring, but basically my summer in Queensland where I live.
No, it's your winter.
Oh, no, it's my winter. Thank you. I've got so confused.
She's becoming a local here now.
And my temperature in winter is identical to your summer days.
To the end of summer days.
Rightio.
So it's been a beautiful favorite low 70s Fahrenheit, which now I forget what is Celsius. Is it 20?
21.
21.
Yeah.
This is my favorite because I wear shorts and maybe a sweatshirt. And wears a lot more clothes.
As many as I can card. We went out last night to for locals, a cookout. For us, we would call it, probably a barbecue, something like a barbecue anyway. And we sat outside
at a fire pit. Beautiful night.
It was a beautiful night. I wore relatively warm clothes, not really warm clothes, but relatively warm clothes. And then I swallowed my dignity and asked for a blanket.
Sorry, I was trying to do that carefully, but that didn't work.
The lovely neighbours here went and got a blanket.
A wool blanket.
A wool blanket, and I wanted another. Really, to be honest, I wanted another 2. However, I braved the weather.
And what was my son wearing?
Oh, yeah. What was everybody else wearing?
Oh, yeah, I did too.
A far better question.
We all had shorts and a sweatshirt on.
Yes. So we're not made. We're used to warm weather. Which one
And we
did I
would be
use?
probably very
Which one did I use? Sending-
uncomfortable in your summer. I mean, I would probably be miserable in your summer.
Well, I've learned a lot
Block here.
about weather. I used to tease Christine. That
Do you want me to show you what I do?
Oh, yes.
This is a good one to do.
Yes.
I would use a bigger block for one.
Right.
And I would turn it this way.
Will you stamp this one?
We on screen? I would, I like to put, especially my words, I put on diagonal. So Anne would very carefully and meticulously line it up with grid paper and make sure it's nice and straight. But I just plop it on the diagonal. And the reason being, I find, my eyes will now, since it's on the diagonal, will focus on the words for centering on the card versus I find if I try to get it straight on the block, my eyes would focus on the straightness of the block. And if I didn't have the stamp on exactly right, it would be crooked.
Ah.
So that's why I do it on the diagonal, specifically for the words and images too. But
Stamp it away.
okay, I
Let's
actually
see
am
how
going to
you're gonna do
stand
it.
up.
Yes.
It's easier. I've actually never stood up during a video. Oh, we got the nice glare. Well, look at, I'm stamping it right in this line of the table.
That's what I do.
There we go.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So I'm just going to, which I hadn't put on a block. Where's my
What do you
stamp set? Here. I'm going to put those two
I'm going to
little
close.
trees.
Oh, no, I'm not going to
there.
close it then.
I'm going to put the two
Here.
little trees.
You want a
there.
smaller block than that?
No,
It's all
that'll
right.
be fine.
Sometimes if you use too small of a stamp, then you're smudgy.
Now, I just read all my comments, so thank you very much.
Oh,
Keep
great.
commenting. Now, Sharon commented that she always uses a top plate that she doesn't cut on and a bottom plate that she always cuts on.
So yes, so where my plates go, I can show Sharon. So here is the well-loved bottom plate, and here is a top plate that accidentally got used to cut with my polka dots. So I try to do the same thing for that exact same reason.
Now, I know we had, oh, here's an envelope. So very simply, quickly.
Show you guys what she did on the inside
Yeah, thank you.
with my lovely manicured
Oops.
fingers.
Oops.
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 So can I tell you what I do?
Yes.
When,
Stamp it
not
on.
to fix that, but
Yep.
I cut my, I know you don't do this, but I cut my stamp. So do you guys see how much red rubber is left over? Because however they cut it in the factory, so there's a lot there. So this is what happens. So I will take my scissors. Now I do have my old Stampin' Up! Scissors that, remember, did you ever join? They weren't perforated. We had to cut our blocks out of the.
No, I thought
Oh.
you were using the kitchen scissors.
No. So let's see. Where's our trash? I think it's in there. So sorry for my head in there. When I started 17 years ago, so before Anne. So now our stamps come perforated and they're easy to pop out. When I started perfectly.
That fixed that issue. No. I will now place some designer series paper over there and stop.
Oh, you know what? I have some and you can even show them. I'll get
Okay.
you some perfect paper in a second.
Got it.
So when I started, this perforation wasn't here. It was just a strip of red paper, and we
Yeah.
had, which I still have, special rubber cutting scissors. We had to cut, this probably would have driven you crazy. We had to cut our stamps out of the red rubber.
It would have.
And that was before, yeah, and that was when we had wood blocks.
Yeah.
Did you stamp when we had
Yes,
wood blocks?
I
Okay.
know.
So that's what we used to do. So the perforation's nice, but it's not always perfect. So I do tend to cut mine. Now it affects the stickers, but I don't care.
I know. Give me a sec. I'm just going to tie a bow.
Yep, and I'll give you paper for your envelope.
And I'm using the vanilla and gold ribbon out of the annual catalogue. It's 3/8 of an inch. For those that follow me, know I always say it's not how nice you tie the bow at the start. It's how do a bit of work with it, fiddle with it a little bit, and then pull it tight, cut it, go. Yep.
Oh no, don't use those scissors.
Oh,
Use ribbon, non-Stampin' Up! Ribbon scissors. Unless you want my kitchen scissors. We're joking. Well, half joking. They're really Stampin' Up! Scissors, but I sometimes may have used them in the kitchen.
And for me, they are my ribbon scissors, so I was suitably horrified.
Yes, she was.
Now,
So while you're doing that, I'm going to look at a couple comments, and then you can look at yours. So
yeah.
Karen says she also puts her stamps on the diagonal. And she's listening. She's watching some baseball, and her team is either tied, so that's good. Nancy says, sounds like you cooled way off up there. Yeah. Heat and humidity returning this week. I know Mike was just telling us how hot it's going to be, but Anne won't be here for our hot weather. And Karen has the old scissors. And Mary Lou remembers the wood blocks with the red rubber when she first started in 04. I started in 07, so Mary Lou's been stamping longer than me.
I know. So I've done.
And I'll let you read your comments because I think you have to scroll, and I don't want to mess up your camera. So I do what Mary. Oh, I gotta call you Mary Lou. I do what Anne does with the bows, with the tied bows. I like to use a glue dot to put them onto. I think that's the best way to do it.
So I just.
So pretty.
Such a pretty.
Simple card.
Simple. I'll be insane on simple. Anyway.
I want you guys who are Anne's followers to let me know if she suddenly starts making simple cards at home, or if she goes in the other direction, does extra complicated.
Anyway, so there we go. Now I've got 2 more samples.
Do you want this for your envelope to
I
show
will.
them
I'll
how
do
to do
that
it?
while you're not.
Okay.
Oh,
You want me to show them in case
Okay.
they don't know how? Do we need a pencil? I do it with a pencil.
I know. I don't do that.
Oh, actually, no, I don't. I just glue it on there.
Let's do it a little differently. Well, if you got oh no,
I have a cutter. Use
I've
it.
got this here.
So that has 2 patterns of the.
But I think I've liked the little.
Yeah, I like the. Oh, I like. Well, either way, whatever you want. It's your card.
Okay, so I'm just going to measure this. So it is from the widest part. So it's about 2 inches, but because I'm always concerned, yes,
I would just put glue on my envelope and stick this on.
I cut it. That's what I do.
And cut it.
I'm used to doing classes.
Yeah.
And then I cut it.
Oh,
first.
sure.
So you're right.
You do however you want, but
No, you are.
I think good to show both ways.
No, it's actually the same. I shift this because this is how I get. How
You're getting compliments on your card. Very nice.
Oh, thank you. Lovely. I haven't said hello to all Christine's followers and fans. I always say,
Look
Christine.
at all that glue you're
I
putting
knew
on there.
you were going to say that. She always rolls her eyes at the amount of glue I put on. So I just slide this up so it's just not onto the fold. It's just a little bit, so it'll still fold, so it doesn't get in the way. Let me see. Then I turn this over, and
It really adds such a nice addition.
Yeah.
Something I don't do nearly enough. I actually don't decorate my envelopes that much, and I should.
and thank you for sharing this paper.
Oh, sure. If you guys want to know what paper it is called Glorious Gingham. You get, which colors? Berry Burst, Blueberry Bushel, Lemon Lime Twist, Pecan Pie, and Pretty Peacock. So the same, you get a little print and a big print of each color, and I think you get 4 sheets of each, so it's kind of fun.
As with many times when things may not go to plan, I'm going to turn this over, and it's going to be a better wow than what I had there.
Yeah, I love it.
How good does that
And
look?
wait,
like?
where's the card? Put it with it. How striking is that?
Yeah, so I think it looks a lot better.
So you can make your other envelope like that too.
So I deliberately made that mistake
Mhm.
so that I would be able to show how you can change things up. If anyone believes that, they're a little naive.
Oh my goodness. Mary Lou has 2 screens going, one on my page and the other is, so she's seeing both. That's
Okay.
awesome.
I know.
That's awesome.
So Christine, I'm going to hand over to you to do your card. Now remember, I've got 2 more
Yep,
cards.
I'm just going to show a different version using the same
Yes.
stamp set. I'm
And
not going to
we've
make it. I'm just going to
Both
show
got
it to you.
2 more cards. Oh, you're going to start with this one.
I just figured since you just used that set,
Yeah.
I would just show.
We got 2 more cards in addition to the 2 that Christine's this one and another one that she's going to walk through to show you afterwards that use this kit nothing like you would imagine. So.
Yes. So this card, I mean, looks, it's not that complicated. And so what I did, I'm just going to show it to the screen, both screens. I used on that white, you see it, I don't know what it's called because it's the snowflake embossing folder in the holiday catalog. So I don't know what it's called, but
I will let you know in a second.
And what I did is since I embossed that piece first, and then I decided I wanted to stamp, I couldn't because it has all the bumps and stuff. So what I did is I stamped on a scrap piece of paper and then I cut it out with a circle. So then I put that down first and then I put my circle of trees that Anne showed you how to stamp. I just put that on top. So that's what I did there. And then in the die set, there are these fun little twigs. They're probably called something else, and there's some sparkly paper. I just cut a couple out and made a little bow with my linen thread. Yep. So you actually get 4. You get 2 singles and these cut singles, but it's just kind of nice that they're attached for easy cutting. And then I just did a little simple, same greeting really that you did on the inside.
So interestingly, you always put your stamp on the inside of the card higher. So not in the middle.
I do.
You put it higher.
But some people, I never do it in the middle. I figured then I write my message underneath it. But you actually noticed earlier today, you wrote the message on top of your word and below.
Yeah, because Hallmark do it in the middle. So there's another thing I've learned.
Huh.
See?
Okay. Cool.
That's why it's so good to think I will change
to stamp
that.
together, because that's, right. I've been stamping for a very long time, and you have too, and we've learned things from each other. All right. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use the same stamp. Actually, I'm not even using the stamps. Can I see the dies for a second?
Yes.
Thank you. So I'm going to use the dies from that stamp set. So you get, so really you're getting 3 wreaths, right? You're getting the one with the trees that Anne just used. You're getting this snowflake wreath, and then you get this really beautiful like twig. Again, it's not twigs, but that's what I'm calling it, a twig wreath. So that's what I'm going to use on my card, which is a little bit different. So I'm also going to use, I'm going to show you the card in a second, but I'm going to use, these are called the mini, I almost said alphabet, the mini envelope dies. So they are still current, but you can't find them in the catalog, but you can find them in the online exclusive section of the Stampin' Up! Store. So even if, even if you're placing like a catalog order with Anne or with myself, you could still order them with the order number. So you don't have to order them online, but they are only found in the, so if you go up to the top of the website and all the menu stuff, and there's an online exclusive section, you can find these. So generally these were for like to make a little envelope for gift cards, and I did it slightly different. Where are my pieces? I just have them. Ooh, I have these like really big sleeves that I never wear, and I'm knocking everything down. Everything's on the floor. Okay. And my people know I drop everything. There was something else I just dropped.
All right, while you're doing that, I'm going to say, hello, Myrtle. She says hello to everybody.
Hello, Myrtle.
Hi, Jeanette.
Right. These are all my pieces.
All right. They're the only comments I can read at the moment.
Okay.
There were more there, but I've slid off the screen.
All right. So I already cut out. This was the die set. So I already, it goes this way. Cut that out just because it was easier, but I am going to use the machine to do a few things. So the first thing I'm going to do is there are score marks on here. So this is going to drive Anne crazy, but I'm going to use my fingernail.
I'm just putting my bone folder back out of the way.
And I don't know, it's just easier. So I folded on all the pre-scored marks. And so I'm going to put a little glue there and a little glue there, and I'm going to close it. So this is making a little pocket envelope. And I don't want to use too much glue because then it will squish out. So I'm just going to close it and press it for a second so it sticks. I'm sorry, I'm just reading what Karen wants. Go down to one screen when you create so we can see it better. Go down one screen. Do you know what that means? I think you can. Oh, well, we'll try to figure out. Karen, I'll try to make sure I'm in.
You
I
and
know, but that's. Oh,
you're both up.
I'm sorry. I know what you mean. Thank you. I didn't realize. Thank you, Karen. I didn't realize we were on that sitting. All right, so you can see it better. Thank you. All right, so now here's my little envelope. And normally you put a gift card in, but we're gonna make a card to go in. And I know I actually haven't showed you the final piece, and I don't think I'm going to till we're done. So I'm gonna use my wood grain. No, that's not what it's called. The Timber 3D folder. I always call it the wrong thing. So it's nice. It's a nice wood grain, which is why I call it the wrong thing. I'm gonna put this whole thing in my folder. Rather than, the reason why I didn't put it in before I glued it is because then you lose those score lines and it's harder to fold it. Thank you. And can I have that one? Just the bottom one. Thank you. So this is a 3D folder. So I'm just going to use the big platform on the bottom. I'm going to put this in, and I like to put the folded, as long as I can, the folded side in. And I'm going to use my, I don't even know what they call that, the 3D plate. And I'm going to leave this here because I'm going to cut something in a second. So I'm getting the wood grain on both sides. So here's my pocket.
Oh, I like that. Like that.
Thank you. So you get wood grain on both sides. So I could have left it plain, but because this is going to be on the plainer side, it needed a little texture.
Yep.
So I got that. So the next thing I'm going to do, actually, I'm going to move that.
I've moved my camera somewhere along the line. Sorry,
Do you want to
everybody.
fix it? Is it good?
I fixed it now.
Okay. I'm going to use the wreath die on my soft sea foam. But before I cut that, because you have these intricate little die pieces, and I'll show you, glue gets messy. I'll show you that in a second. So I'm going to use this adhesive sheets. So you get this one's almost done. You get a pack of 6 by 12. How many you get? You get 12 sheets of it. So it lasts quite a long time of this. It's like sticky paper. So I'm just going to kind of measure. Here, I'll use these scissors. How's that? You want to cut that. Thank you. And so now I'm going to stick this paper onto, and you see it comes in segments onto that. And you'll see why I did that in a second. And now I'm going to cut. Oh, thank you. It's nice having a system, I have to say. All right, so I'm going to put the sticky part down, and I'm going to just cut just like you normally would. Cut that through. And I think we're done with this. I think we can just put it on the floor. Or sorry, I'm so used to just throwing things behind me, and then usually that drops on the floor. So this centerpiece has the sticky part on it. So you can save that if you wanted to cut something else small out of that. And then we have our wreath. And where are that? Just going to poke out these little extra pieces.
Do you want me to do that?
Oh,
No.
I'm just about done. Is anyone writing anything? I'm going to check comments on both.
Nancy's commenting that the adhesive sheets are awesome.
Mhm.
Tiny pieces, which they are. Cool texture on the pocket with the embossing folder. Good idea with the texture.
Thank you.
And they're all voting that now that they can see what we're doing, it's a little better.
Good. I'm so sorry about that.
I had the same problem because my camera had moved.
Yeah. So I was just trying to see if I could see this. You know how I put the two seams? I can't see it. That's right. So I'm going to peel off I'm actually only going to peel half of it off, and you'll see why in a second. This is when this comes in handy, right? Oh, maybe not. I don't know. I find I do much better with my fingernails sometimes. But on camera, I don't. You find that?
All the time.
All right.
As every
There we
nail has
go.
broken since I've arrived.
Yeah. I know, they kept on doing that. I said, I just have gardening nails. I don't keep them long. All right. So I'm trying to do this carefully. Normally, because you don't know what I'm doing, but normally, if you're going to put the whole wreath down, I would just whip this whole piece off. But I'm actually only using half of it. So I'm trying to save the other half so I can make 2 of these. All right. Is there one of the silicone mats there by any chance? Okay, so half of it came off. I found that seam. Thank you. I just think you can see better. So I'm going to stick. This is probably not simple, huh? I'm going to stick this. Oh, I can do it this way.
Oh, now I know about why you say you can use the other half.
Because now I can make 2 of these, right? I'll save that for later. Oh, that's all right. It went up a little bit, but that's all right. So I'm just going to trim this part, save it for later. Oh, I think I just cut some of my blue. That's all right. All right, so this I can use for something else. So I have half a wreath on here. Because I did it upside down, I wasn't paying attention to my berries here, but we'll just, because there's sticky paper on there, we can fix it. Okay, so I just wanted a half a wreath. This is kind of a different project. And then I'm going to, where's my ribbon? Here it is. I'm going to make a bow. And you had asked the other day, do you do bunny ears or tie? For actually this type of bow, I actually do sometimes do bunny ears. So 2 loops and around. And Mary Lou's going to say, I'm not making a bow. She hates making bows. All right. Tie it, so that's pretty good. So that's going to go right there. So I'm going to cut like that, and like that, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to fluff that up in a second. I'm going to do the same thing that Anne did with the glue dots. Where are they? Thanks. And I use my tool to pick up the glue dot. You can either place it on the ribbon, or I'm just going to place it directly on there and then stick it on there. And I will adjust that once it's on there and we're good. And then I have this cute little tag. So this tag came from that same mini envelopes die. So it's right here. And I love it. So I'm going to stick a little, this is something I use all the time. Do you use this, the linen thread?
Yes, I do.
I use it all the time.
I think that's why it's definitely the longest product on the ribbon page.
Oh, is it?
Oh, yeah, by far.
I think it matches everything.
Yeah.
If it's fancy, if it's not fancy. So I'm just tying a double knot.
Do you use my twine a fair bit? Like what used to be called baker's twine? I don't think we call it that anymore.
I use the white one all the time, and they still have it, but it's sold in the neutrals pack, and I don't use the other colors as much. I just use the white. So you could buy kite string.
You could buy what?
Kite string. You have kites?
Yes, we do have kites.
So the old-fashioned kite string, it's not the same as
Didn't know
baker's
that.
twine. All right, so this to you. Oh, hold on. There's a right way and a wrong way. Let's see if I can do this without standing up. So it's a cute little package. Comes from the Timeless Arrangement set. So let's see, to you is right here.
Yep.
And I like it because it's photopolymer, so it's easy to stamp. So I'm going to stick this. I'm going to tuck it right in there. So it's like a little package. I'm actually just going to put a little glue on there. So sometimes I put glue on my project versus a tiny little piece, because then I think I don't get sticky on my finger.
Yep.
And then I just kind of stick it on there. And now we need to make the card that goes on the inside. So I already cut a little piece of paper. I'm trying to remember the size. I think it was 4 1/4 by 3 1/4, and it's already scored. Just measure, you know, and it fits right. Oh, that's a little snug. Actually, I'm going to trim that a little bit. Let's see if I can. I'm not going to do 2 pieces at once. I'm going to just do like a little on that side, a little on that side. Ooh, there we go. All right, so we're going to pretend that that's the same size because I already have this really pretty paper cut. This comes from the holiday.
I know. I'm going to go back. You know the snow.
It's so pretty.
It's the Snowflake Sky embossing folder that you used on that.
Oh yes,
card.
yes.
And this paper is the Joyful 12 by 12 Specialty Designers.
It's really pretty because it's some nice little gold sheen. There's a I don't think we have the other sheets here. There's a red print with some music.
We have one.
Okay. That's one print. Not pretty. And then there's a third print, right? Which we don't have
two
here.
more.
Oh, there's two more. I don't think we
one
have them
is
with
a
us,
gold,
though.
like a gold distressed print. And the other one is like a green check.
You wouldn't happen to see a red scalloped. Is there a red one? I can use gold, but I did red because I like the red better. That's all right. We'll do gold, and then I have a red one. So I cut this out of. I use this die set a lot, not for the reason of why it was created. So it's called Give It a Whirl. So it was created to be an interactive card. So you have this piece, and then what you would do is you would put, there's holes that line up. You would cut a piece like that, and so it spins. So then you would cut this on top, and so you could see like windows of what's coming through. I've never used it, but I use these pieces all the time. So this is where I got that scallop. It's a nice rectangle. I use the hearts. I use the stars. I use the clouds. So I love just the extra pieces.
The red one fell.
That's okay. We'll use the gold because I have a red sample, and the gold matches the paper. So I cut it, and the scallop die cuts the outside of the scallop, and then you get a nice circle. This pops out, so I'll use that circle for later. So I'm just going to put a little glue on the.
Karen, how can you see that? And I can't. I just want to know that. I'm here and I can't see.
That's okay. We'll use that. I don't see it either. We'll use the gold. That's kind of funny. We'll probably say, oh, there it is. So I'm gonna put that. I'm gonna center it.
Or under the silicone mat.
No. Oh, I do have some staining on here. That's all right. We'll find it, and it doesn't matter because this card is the wrong side. Actually, I'll fix it. I'm gonna put a dimensional. 3 dimensionals on here, and I stamped the Make It Merry from this stamp set. The one we're focusing on. I don't know what it's called. And the last thing I'm going to do is
the wishes all around. I'll put that there just while you finish off.
Oh, you know what? With the red, I'll show you the other one. I put a red leaf, which is pretty, but since I blew and I have a little blue envelope, I happen to have that from another project. I'm going to put that there just for a little color difference. So I'm ever so gently going to put a little dab of glue on the card. And then I'm going to stick that on like that. And Let me show you. This is the other one. It's this, you know, the same. So the card fits right inside. Here's the red one, so you can kind of see the difference of the two.
I like the red one.
Yeah.
I mean, I like both.
No, I liked the red one better too. And then I just stamped sending wishes for a wonderful and joyous season. I love little cards. I think they're really cute, and I think it's nice. It just fits in this little envelope. And a gift card would actually fit underneath. It's kind of designed for a gift card, but I like to make little cards of it. So that's what I did. That was my take. And the other thing, if you wanted to make a regular size card using kind of the same elements, I did make a simple card with this. So you can see I use the same, the wood grain, the timber folder. I use the same wreath, but I did not use the adhesive sheets, and I should have. I just used glue, and I'm going to point out my mistakes. Not mistakes, but you can see up close, you can see some glue that kind of, even though I used a little bit, it kind of spilled out. So I really do think the adhesive sheets work best with this wreath. And then I just added a couple of, I think they're called rustic metallic gems or something, and I just put a Christmas. But I did the same thing as I did here, is I put the folded piece of paper through the machine, and so you get some wood grain on both sides. And I think that just adds a little bit. So those are kind of the two of that.
Yeah, I've got one more card using
this over.
Using that stamp set and bundle. Now this time I'm just going to the annual catalogue way over here.
Oh, the red one.
They're the memories and more note cards. These mixed.
Yes.
They're over here.
Yeah. We can. I'll open it up for you because they're in the annual catalog.
And so again, I picked a smaller note card, different size. So basic white assorted memories and more cards and envelopes. So all I've done on this one is really simple.
I love this one.
Is I have stamped using the big stamp, so this one here, and then I've die cut it, and then next I die cut a garden green. So this is stamped in garden green. I just die cut the background.
The
so
same
another
die.
one of those.
Same die for both.
No stamping. Offset this. So super easy. Lined it up. Stuck it down. I popped this one up. Then I've added the bow from the Give It a Whirl.
Nope.
Oh,
from the mini, the ones I just used, the mini envelope
yes.
dies. I know it's kind of funny, but these two pieces make that bow.
Yeah, I forgot that.
Yep.
So I kept it. You're waiting for this? Really, really simple.
She did.
I did. I've opened it up. Well, I'm not showing you that.
It's fine. It's not that crooked. Show them.
They may not have guessed, but they will now. No,
it's really not that crooked.
It is It's not crooked.
It's
if you
not
hold it
that
like
crooked.
That. Yes, I did do it a little crooked, but I will fix that. I'll add another sheet of paper, or if it was
send it to me for Christmas.
Could. Seeing you like small cards, or I could just cut this off and add it to another card.
Yes.
So that's that one. So now we've got the cards that we have done completely different. I'm going to show you the. Whoops, half of this is missing. There you go.
There you go.
No.
Yep, that one in. Yep.
Yeah, this isn't clean, so just.
That's right. Just leave it on here, and then we'll just show that.
Yeah.
So when the stamp set comes, because I actually.
we're going to do yours. Oh no,
that's all right.
We'll
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I helped Anne while she was busy put the stickers on. The snowflake, it came like this. So you just had to pop the snowflake out. I know that's what I'm telling you because you didn't do
I
it.
had no idea.
And then
I knew where it came from.
Left over with this fun little ring.
I'll put this over here back on the block. So I'll just take that out of the way. So I decided that ring was too perfect not to use. So I made this card with it.
love this.
So I've used Fresh Freesia, Bubble Bath, Lemon Lolly, and Lost Lagoon.
I love it.
So I'm really happy with this. I needed a birthday card, and I
added
added some
fun
gems.
Iridescent gems on there.
Yeah. So which just gave it a bit of bling. So I've kept it. You're waiting for this? Really simple.
Yes.
But what a different way, and using all the stamp set. Now we've really only touched on
Take one
a
more.
small portion of it. Now, Christine's got another one of these, thinking outside the box.
Can I see the die set? I just want to show them.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
I'll take it out.
So the same circle of trees.
Thank you, Karen. Sorry.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
I got praise.
I know. Let's read them all.
I didn't
Pretty
mean to jump over.
and great job. Oh, that was mine. Oh, and this card is awesome. I love the circles card and love the circles. Yeah.
Thank you.
I love it. She did it and I loved it. It's definitely my style kind of card. So this is the die that went with that. So we've showed you that a few times. But what's left over when you cut it out? So oh yeah, I guess we don't have it. Do we have any more circular trees? Oh, there it goes.
We do.
So you get, this is just the wrong color. That doesn't matter. They're going to be wrong colors. So you get this, but there's this piece that, pretend it's the same color. That's there. That's, I don't want to say waste, but that's a piece that we don't need. But look at that shape. So it spoke to me.
I'd normally throw that away.
Yeah. But it doesn't it look like the sun?
It does, actually.
Or like fireworks, or so think New Year's or something. So what I did, and because
Sunburst.
we were playing with different colors, so we had different colors of this. So I came up with this card. So you can see of this, there's a that was from this one. Oh, go ahead.
Sorry. Hi, Gail. Yep, keep going.
Oh,
sorry.
okay.
I apologize.
That's right. So this one came from that. Obviously, the white came from that, and we tried it with the blue first just to see what it looked like, and then with the green. So I kind of came up with that, and then I used a new folder, something with tile in it. Sorry, it's
Distressed tile.
Distressed tile, and it might be hard to see because I did it on the white, but it's a fun texture. I could have left it plain, but these I kind of left plain, so I thought it needed a little texture to it, and I just thought it's kind of a fun, good luck card. I didn't put anything on the inside yet.
Distressed tile 3D.
Yeah, so that's in the new catalog. And the other thing I wanted to show you is, I already showed you I cut half of the wreath from my little mini card, and this one still has adhesive, so I'm going to keep it there. But if you don't, I wonder actually, yeah, you can manipulate even the one with adhesive. This one doesn't have adhesive on it, but if you cut it, you can kind of turn it into a straight garland. So that's another, I haven't made a card with it, but it's another use of the wreath.
So I think we've just touched the sides of where we wanted to go today.
I think so.
I'm going to put these away and we'll show. I'll bring back the stamp set. Have you got the stamp set?
Yeah, I do. Sorry.
Just so, just to remind everybody.
Yeah. You got a lot of dies in it.
Yeah, it does. And I love the different versions of it. This is a snow one, which...
And look at this shape. We haven't cut it out yet,
yeah.
But I think that's a nice shape too.
I can see making a flower.
Totally can make a flower with that.
A layered flower with that. So these are my cards. So that's the one I showcased. That's my second one using the same dies. And this is the one stepping out of the box just a little bit.
Yep.
Maybe I should
love it
like that.
And then I made this, which is very similar, similar enough, but a little bit different, because I think this wreath of trees just lends itself to a wreath. And then I made my little mini card and envelope, and then I did just to show you that you could make just a simple wreath card, and it looked pretty without the embellishments as well. And we're all on screen. At least
that's busy.
Yours. I know, but that's why we're busy today.
Yeah,
we're busy today.
So, thank you everybody for joining us. We've had a lot of fun. This is going to be my last stamping in person with Christine on this visit.
I am very sad that Anne has to go back home, but I'm so grateful you came. And we had, I think you could tell, I don't even have to tell you, loads of fun. And I think you guys have been part of that fun with us. So thank you very much.
Thank you. And look, I've loved meeting Christine's.
You got to meet some of my people who are actually on. Some of them are on our live here now, which is really nice that you got.
And that was lovely. People. And thank you for tuning in from home. I know it's not the best time. I forgot it was Father's Day.
But that's why
so-
we have replays.
Yeah, exactly. So it's
Right.
perfect for that.
All
And
right.
it's a little longer than what I normally do.
So, Anne, they're asking you what your website is.
Oh, my website
Can I type it in here?
is Anne's Paperworks.
I'm typing it in, everybody.
.com.au.
.au. That's it?
But really, I'm more active on my Facebook page.
Right.
So, which is Anne's
Paperworks on Facebook.
Yeah.
So, and likewise, I'm Mill Something Pretty. And so, and we do a lot of things together. We're not competitors because we're in different countries. So we are able to share a lot, which I think really makes it better for everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. And we will definitely try to make this a monthly thing. So
Yes.
stay tuned. We'll have to figure out the technology. So bear with us
better than what we've done
a little
today.
bit and we'll figure it out along the way.
But in one way, it'll be a lot easier because we're not fighting over the same desk
Right.
space and the same lighting,
Right.
and I can actually see the comments.
Yes, that was
better
hard
than
for
what
you
I did
because I
today.
was able to read
So,
mine
I
easier.
apologise for everyone's comments if I missed them, but I will catch up on them.
Yeah, you just go back and read them
tomorrow. So it's been fun. Thank you very much, Christine.
You're
for
very
doing
welcome.
number 2, Facebook Live. And what I love about us working together, other than I had to do more simple today. Well, I chose to. Actually, I didn't have to.
You did.
Yeah, I kept talking the word simple on it. It's not a word that comes out of my
And
mouth
I
very
think,
often.
and I say this all the time, simple does not equal basic. I think there's a lot of design elements in simple because, I mean, how often do us advanced stampers try to do a simple and then we're not happy with it? So it takes a little, not that I'm an expert, but it takes a lot of practice. So it's hard.
And I think the one thing I've realised recently is that it's not necessarily the standard of stamper that we are as to what card we choose. It's how we feel in the day. So some days we want to really like a beginner card, simple card, however you
Sometimes
know,
you need to get that
simple
card
and
sent
beginner.
out really quickly.
Yeah. So as I tried to do this afternoon, or sometimes we truly just want to play and layer and have fun and experiment.
Right.
And so that I think I'm more aware of.
Yep.
After this week. So
Excellent.
thank
You're
you.
welcome. And you're getting a lot of Godspeed, safe travels,
Thank you
safe
so
journey
much.
home. And it's going to take her over 30 hours to get home. So thank you for those well wishes.
Yes, I need them. So thank you very much. I really
Excellent.
appreciate that.
And I loved
And
it.
thank you to all my watchers, and thank you, Gail, for tuning in. I spoke over poor Christine before.
That's
because
okay. I speak over you all the time.
we're getting there.
We're getting our rhythm.
So
and-
thank you very much.
Excellent. All right. Have a wonderful evening or a wonderful day.
Yes, exactly.
All right.
Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye.